what it is just effort and really getting to know the playbook. The coaches continue to put an emphasis on learning your plays, and we still don't know our plays from day one. And so it was a bad day, so I'm kind of disappointed in defense.
Why do you think you're still having those kind of issues this late into spring?
You know, I mean, guys just got to take care of their stuff individually. I mean, as a defense as a whole, I feel like I'm in charge of just the linebackers, but each position group has captains. I mean, for the safeties, we have Dines. For the DBs, we have Trevion Green. For the D linemen, we have Meti and we have Vita. And so I think us as captains of each individual position group have to do a better job of making sure that each guy in that group knows their assignment, because still doing the same assignment since day one is kind of annoying, because we got to move forward with the schedule that we have.
What's the key to changing that mentality now?
I feel like us as captains can only do so much, but then it also is the mentality of those guys just feeling like they're part of the team, because what it seems like is a lot of them just feel, oh, okay, Butch is here. Some of the other guys are here that played last year, but they have to understand that. I mean, last year I got one play took me out for 2 games, and so their call to come and play can just be one play like that. So we're hoping that we can change that kind of attitude and make sure that things get better with our defense, because 3 touchdowns for 80 yards is not that good for us. So.
Sounds like it's a personal responsibility.
Yeah, for me it is. Yeah, I feel like that's been a challenge for me, and I'm trying to figure out how to do a better job of that. But I'm not too worried about it. I have a lot of guys that I can depend on to also take care of things. So I won't be the only one on the defense making sure that happens.
Butch, talk about I mean, you faced the offense last year and then this year. What has been the difference?
It seems like there's a lot more excitement and belief. That's what it seems like, at least. I mean, since day one, when Coach Grimes walked into the room, there was a silence. And you can see the amount of respect that these guys have developed in Coach Grimes and in just the whole offensive staff. I mean, you see that these guys come excited when they're pancaking our defensive linemen, pancaking our linebackers. You know that they're having fun, doing what they love, but also believing in the scheme, and that's something that you're seeing a lot.
There seems to be a lot more focus and intensity on the offensive line. It seems like Coach Grimes has gotten those guys broken down and gotten them fundamentally sound. What's it like up front facing those guys?
It's tough. It's tough because sometimes you'll have a free offensive lineman come up, not even having to worry about what's going to happen to the defensive tackle, because they know that their other boys are going to take care of it. So they just come and climb up to us linebackers, and then us linebackers are like, well, we have to get to the ball, but that's going to be hard if we have to take on this guy first and then get to the ball. So it's been fun to watch them grow as a group, for sure.
How are the rest of the linebackers? I know you're kind of the elder statesman on that.
Yeah, so a lot. You see, so Herc was a guy that was doing really well, Herc Latu, but he got hurt, unfortunately. Christian Falau has been getting a lot of reps, so he's developing really well. We're just trying to make sure that he understands the fundamentals of the game. Isaiah Kafusi, AJ Lalaha, those 2 are stepping up, and Riggs Powell's another guy that's also doing really well. So we're just hoping for Kuja to come back and for these guys to heal up so we can be strong as a unit.
How do you feel Zane's coming along at that?
He's doing really well. He's the game comes so natural to him. For me, I feel like it's another Fred out there, because he's so smart with where he needs to put himself when it comes to blitzing, how far he needs to be away from the line so he can get to the quarterback, and so I feel like I don't have to worry about Zane when I'm out there, so it's really nice.
How nice is it to have Fred around, just getting ready to play?
It's fun. It's fun to see actually all these guys. I mean, Fred was one of the guys that I got to grow up with. So he kind of taught me my freshman year, my sophomore year, my junior year, and so he took care of me. And then it's good to see all the guys back from their training camps. Tooney, Travis, I mean, Handsome, all those guys. So I'm hoping for the best for them, hoping that they can all get picked up.
What's it like watching them get ready for pro day? I mean, your turn's coming if you decide to take that.
Yeah, exactly. It's exciting. It's something I plan to do after this year, and so to see them kind of chase that dream is more motivating for me to continue to play well out here on the field, be that leader that I'm supposed to be, and then prepare for the next level.
So you like he's kind of gone from outside linebacker, middle linebacker, outside linebacker. Talk about how he's doing and where he's at.
No, one thing about Sione is he's really smart. A lot of people think that he's not that very smart because last year he played D lineman, he rushed off the edge. But when it comes to Bubba, like for Zane, the game is really natural for him. I feel like for me, it's another Francis Bernard where you don't have to teach him much. You just teach him the basics and let him play. And that's something with Sione, you'll see that you'll teach him maybe 1 or 2 things, and then he kind of has to add his own little style to it, and then he just goes out and plays really well.
Is he still in the middle, or does he move back to the outside?
They moved him back to the outside, right where Francis was at.
But you know Fred, you know he doesn't like to talk about himself. So if you could talk to a couple of NFL scouts, GMs, whatever, for him, what would you tell him about him to draft him?
Talking to the NFL teams about Fred, sheesh. Where do you start, to be honest? Because one of the things that stands out is his leadership. He'll come in as a first-year rookie, and you'll see that he'll bring some kind of leadership that maybe none of the other veterans have. Another thing is he's in the film room every single day, trying to get to know the plays, but then also know the weaknesses of the opposing teams that we're going to play. And then when it comes to fundamentals, Fred's the master at it. I mean, everyone talks about it. When it comes to running, he's so smooth. When it comes to breaking on the ball, he's the first one to get there. So, I mean, you have really a mix of a linebacker at DB, and then when it comes to blitzing off the edge, no one can really block him because he's so good with his hands. So he could play D-line too if he wanted to.